By this stage we should know what a HTML tag is and how HTML pages should be structured. Let's look at the very basis of web pages, dealing with text content. The text content of a HTML page goes into the HTML page itself, in with the HTML tag instructions. Here I've pasted some text into a basic HTML page and saved it. Note there are carriage returns to separate the text. Let's see how that looks in a web browser. You see the text is just one big block. The browser ignores carriage returns in text. It's waiting for HTML instructions about how the text should be displayed. The first and most basic HTML text tag is the p tag or paragraph tag. This breaks text up into discrete chunks. The p tag encloses the paragraph text, starting with an opening p tag and ending here with a closing p tag. I'll do the same for all the text on the page. Let's save our changes and refresh the browser. See now the browser separates the text into paragraphs, making it much easier to read. The next text tag we'll consider is the heading tag. These series of tags are used to make text headings of different sizes. This sizing allows us as designers to draw the viewer's eye and indicate the relative importance of sections of content. The tag is a H followed by a number from 1 to 6, 1 being the largest and most prominent, through to 6, the smallest. Here's how they look when rendered in the browser. There are also tags for character formatting. The two most common are the strong tag and the emphasis tag. By default, these generally bold text or italic text. They're a replacement for the deprecated B for bold and I for italic tags. Here is an example of these tags in use. Both of them surround the text you want to affect with an opening and closing tag to tell the browser where the effect starts and finishes. These elements are usually used inside a paragraph to highlight words, phrases, or sentences. Block quote allows you to define a section of text which will format differently from the normal body text, good for emphasizing things like quotes. Here I have surrounded some text with the block quote tag, and here is how it displays by default in a browser. There are a lot of other text tags, but these are the most common. You can look them up online or in a textbook after you're comfortable with these basic text defining tags. I will cover lists in a later video. One thing you should be aware of is the impact of CSS, cascading style sheets, on text formatting elements. Browsers have default ways to display these text elements, not always consistently. These default settings can be overridden using CSS styling commands. This is the great power of CSS, and it has simplified and allowed the removal of a whole bunch of formatting commands from HTML. This is making HTML easier to learn, and means your HTML code isn't cluttered with formatting information. So let's recap. Body text is formatted using the P or paragraph tag. Headings denote importance and draw the user's eye. We have 6 levels of headings to choose from. We can use the strong and emphasis tags to highlight words inside paragraphs. Block quote highlights things like quotes, clearly separating them from the body text. CSS is widely used in conjunction with these tags to define how these text elements should be displayed.